You done?
Ah!
No,
Bleh.
stop. Yeah.
I ain't doing that shit.
Hello, and welcome to What Pissed You Off This Week. We are your hosts, Lele, the what are you gonna post on TikTok today? Raukola and Torgeir. Wait a minute, I'm looking at my phone. Ryssevik. Say hello, Torgeir.
Hello.
And this is our guest, our Polish producer, Jasio Laszczyk. If you're unsure of the spelling, check the back of your router. Jasio, would you tell us how to actually pronounce your last name?
Hello. I'm Jasio Laszczyk.
That
It's
one.
quite hard to say what it is, and
It is.
quite hard to describe how to write it.
Yes.
But it's Laszczyk.
Welcome, Jasio. You
Good
are
day.
our first guest on the podcast. Yay!
It's an honor. I will give you a high five. And
Hell
I'll give
yeah.
you
Yes.
Oh, hell yeah. We thought that since we have been name dropping Jasio pretty shamelessly
Yes.
in these first 4 episodes, that you should be the first guest.
Yes.
as I said, I'm honored.
And we're
Yes.
honored to have you. Could you tell us a little bit about yourself, Jasio?
So I am Polish, as
What?
you figure out.
What?
I am a
insane.
music producer and a student full time, and I make music. That's
Hell
about
yeah.
it.
Hell yeah. What kind of music do you make, Jasio?
It goes from everything. My main to go is hip hop oriented stuff, but it also goes towards pop, EDM, drum and bass, and everything that's cool.
Hell yeah. And Jasio, how do you know us?
The sad story of that comes from the fact that I studied the same thing this guy studied, and he ended up being, in a way, my teacher.
Yeah. Not just in a way.
Yeah, you were basically my teacher.
Yeah.
I did
and-
not remember that, but yeah.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
his teacher starting
And
out.
then we ended up meeting at one party, and we just talked. And from there, I got invited to one session by Mr. Torgeir, and it's snowballed to me being a part of the team as an intern and a producer of one of the producers in the house,
Yes.
Hell yeah.
Which house is that?
The Woods.
The Woods.
Norway.
Wow. We actually share a wall with our studios.
Oh, yeah, it's true.
You are next to my studio.
That
Oh
is
yeah,
very true.
true. Yeah, we are also neighbors studio-wise.
Yes, I live in his vocal booth, or the closet, as
Yeah,
we call it, 'cause it
hers-
is a tiny space.
Her
It
studio-
used to be a storage space.
It
yeah.
did.
It was supposed to. The plan for it was I was supposed to transform it into my vocal booth,
Yeah.
but then the Finland came, and it never happened.
Yeah, sorry about that.
Shit. Can you give us one fun fact about yourself?
Yeah.
One fun fact about myself is I have an accordion.
Yeah.
That is a fun fact about me.
I could
Yes.
say that one fun fact about Jasio is that you started dating yesterday.
Oh,
Oi.
You became official with your girlfriend
that
yesterday.
is true.
Yeah.
You are putting me now on the spot. I will be red now on the face.
How did you become official with your girlfriend?
I mean,
Who
you can
was
actually
there?
tell that story because you
Yeah.
are the reason why it happened.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so we
In a way.
all 3 of us, we were at the same party yesterday, and Paula, his lovely girlfriend, was there as well. And I have been teasing him for weeks now. Are you guys official yet? And he's been saying, I don't know, like maybe, I think so. And then yesterday at the party, I asked him again to see if anything had changed. It hadn't. And then I went and asked Paula the same question, like, are you guys official? And they both have the exact same answer, which is, I don't know. I think so, but I don't know about him or her. I was like, then I just pulled both of them together and said, you know what, guys? I think you might be together because both of you think, oh, I think we are, but I don't know about the other. So I think you guys are now officially together.
I think so too.
I think so too.
Hey.
And now you guys are. Yay!
Hell yeah.
Hey.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
The name drop. Nice.
Yes. Our son has now got a girlfriend.
Yes.
Yes.
I'm older than you.
That
I
is
don't
fine.
care, but you are still our son. But now I think, Jasio, would you like to be our first guest to tell us what pissed you off this week?
What pissed me off this week is quite of a story. So the story happened is I ended up getting a free TV from my parents, and it was fully good. Everything was nice, but it didn't have the mount. So I ended up figuring out what mount I need. It was like
So it's one of those TVs
like-
that has to be mounted on a
on
wall.
the wall. Like
Oh.
you could have like a stands, but they didn't exist. It was like it will sound very Polish, but my dad was working on a bank deconstruction, and he ended up getting those 2 TVs for free. It's a very long story. I ended up going to the store, or Paula ended up fixing me the mount. But the problem is that the screws were quite large. They were like big like screws.
Thick.
Yeah, like thick, big
right.
screws.
Yeah.
So, and I needed to have 4 holes. So I was like, okay, fuck it. I'm just gonna put it in and hope for the best. And I ended up
I'm just gonna put it in and hope for the best. The title of your sex tape.
And the screws I'm talking about.
Yeah, that's what we're talking about.
But yeah, I ended up figuring out that after putting 4 of those screws in, that for some reason the TV ended up going off by like 4 degrees.
Like
so
off
like degree wise. So it wasn't straight. It was just like tilted.
Oh, it was kind of, yeah.
And I was like, it was supposed to be straight. So I unscrewed it. It was straight, and I put it back, and then it showed us like as a straight line. It was like on the dot, but so I'm like, okay, so now I'm gonna put it on the TV. I go get the TV. I come back and I see that thing is tilted again. I'm like, what the fuck? And I ended up figuring out that I have like a wall that was empty inside, and it just ended up going like this. So then I hope my landlord doesn't watch this. But I ended up like knocking into the wall, and I found like a wooden rod.
Oh.
And I ended up screwing it instead. But guess what? I missed the rod.
Oh, no.
So the same thing happened. So then we had 8 big holes in the wall. Then I figured out that the TV, it ended up being as close to the wall that I could not even put any cables in it. Like I could not power it up. So after 12 screws, I needed to unscrew everything and find something that I can like distance the mount so I can reach the TV.
Was it like drywall or?
Yeah, like it was like a drywall, yeah.
But then you're supposed to look for studs like first thing you do.
Yeah.
But I just wanted to
He's
do it.
He's Polish. Let him do things his way.
Yeah, let him cook.
And yeah, then I needed to get some. Let him cook.
I think this time we should not have let him cook.
No.
We should have had a recipe.
I mean, now you don't see any holes because the TV is covering all of them.
What happens when you move out?
That is a problem for later.
Think about it then. Somebody else is gonna live.
I mean,
yeah, we're gonna cross that bridge when we get there.
Yeah, I mean, I will most likely either get a silicone and just fill it up and paint it white. Yeah, it's quite an easy wall to fix, I think. So
yeah.
I love that you have a Polish guy as a guest, and the first thing we're talking about is mounting TV.
Yeah, and because you are the office Polish guy, you are also our go-to painter.
Yes. That is correct. One of the first jobs I had when I started in our studio house was to paint the studio, and it was not planned. It just happened.
And wasn't this declared in a morning meeting like, oh, and somebody needs to paint the wall, and everyone turned to look at you?
I don't remember. I don't fully remember the story, but we ended up being like 10 people. Yeah. And we ended up having like a small refurbishing of a bunch of studios and hallways and stuff. And I didn't know. And I just walked in with like super nice clothes. Like one of the first weeks here, I was like dripped, waiting to make some music. And then I hear about, we're going to break some walls and we're going to put some acoustic panels like those above. I don't know if you can see them.
Those are the panels that I drove.
But the story ended up being basically like we had Henrik. He was like, I'm going to break this wall. We had then our boss, Carl. He was like, I will build this wall with Jonas. And then Oscar was doing with his studio. And then it was like, we need someone to paint this place.
Yes.
And I didn't even need to say anything. I just as soon as they said we need to paint something, everyone just looks at me and I'm like, okay, I guess I don't have a choice. So I just ended up putting a trash bag on me and taking off my shirt and painting all day. But I ended up doing a little get to work. If you are ever here, Studio 3, don't look in the corners and in the cables. They are white. And they were not white before.
Oopsie.
Oopsie.
Oopsie doopsie.
Oopsie doopsie. My friend, what pissed you off this week?
What pissed me off this week is Swedish people and how incredibly slow they are. And how comfortable they are with having people waiting for them.
Would you give us a little bit backstory to this claim?
I've been driving in Sweden a couple times, and like walking behind Swedish people, I don't know why Swedish people are this slow, but they're just
my best friend is Swedish.
I know. She's not that annoying though.
She has a great butt, so I like walking behind
Swedish people in the wild, so slow. And they're just walking in like wide-ass lines, so no one can pass, and they're just walking down. And they're just taking their time, and you're just walking behind them, like trying to get past through, but they just won't let you. I remember in the grocery store in Sweden, one of the workers was like
at Song Farm.
They had this like big ass cart, and they were driving it.
Was this the
rolling
same
it.
grocery store where you kept mocking Swedish people with a
Yes.
Swedish accent?
Yes, that same store. They were rolling it down, and like they could see me walking behind them. And if they had like swiveled up to the side, I could have passed. But they were like, "No, I'm just rolling here. You can take your time, just walk behind me. That's fine." Swedish people pissed me off.
Swedish people piss you off.
What pissed you off this week?
What pissed me off this week is when I wanted to go to my favorite bathroom at the office and someone else is there. I wanted to pee in that bathroom. And what do you mean Carl is in there taking a shit? I wanted to pee there, and now I have to walk all the way to the other side of the office like a pleb with all the Airbnb guests. I wanted my bathroom.
Which toilet is it?
The one that's across from my room.
The biggest one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's my favorite one.
Yeah, the secret toilet.
Yeah, I get to pee in peace. And then it's always Jonas or Carl, so I can't even pound on the door and get the fuck out of my bathroom.
Who would you do that with?
I have shouted at you, can you pee faster? And I have also tried to scare you when you've been in a bathroom and
you ended up scaring Björnar instead.
yes. Yes. And then the one time I was standing behind the door when you were in there.
Yeah.
You did not get spooked, but you did say, "Can a man not pee in peace?"
Oh yeah.
When we talk about the bathroom,
Yeah.
there's one thing that pisses me off in this bathroom.
Yeah.
And it's not really
My favorite bathroom?
Yes. It's not really the bathroom itself, but this week I think I ended up needing to go home like 3 or 4 times because of that. When someone takes a shower,
And they don't know how to close the shower doors properly.
Yeah.
it's to give some context. You have when you have the bathroom, the floor is slightly tilted. So if the floor is if there
And
is
it's
a water
tilted
on the
wrong,
floor,
because it's supposed to be tilted towards a drain.
yeah, but
Yeah.
it's not.
Yeah, it isn't.
It's an old building, and then it just goes down, and it kind of
It
stands in the
pulls
spot.
right in front of the fucking door.
I can tell you why that is, because that used to be 2 smaller rooms. So
Oh.
the tilt probably used to be proper, but now there are 2 rooms connected.
Oh.
But yeah, coming back to it, I ended up being on a session. I'm like quickly going to the toilet, open the door, step in, and just like splash.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh fuck.
I
Yes.
can confirm.
My bathroom. Don't pee in my... Especially don't poo in my bathroom.
That's my go-to pooping bathroom.
So
That is also my go-to pooping bathroom.
it's the quiet.
Yeah,
It's
I
the
can live
quietest
it
one.
furthest away from
I
anything.
know. But like I can live with my own poo stink there, but it ruins my mood when my girly bathroom has been pooed in by you or Carl or Jonas. What do you mean you pooed in my bathroom?
Anyways, Jasio, our good friend, we have some questions for you.
I'm ready.
Yes.
It's all about what pissed you off. So my first question to you is, what pisses Jasio off in a songwriting session?
There's quite a few things. The thing that pisses me off, I think the most, is when let's say, you have a group of 4 people. There's me as a producer, you have an artist, and 2 songwriters. And let's say, I kind of try to adapt to the vibe of an artist mainly. And the artist is like, yeah, we can do this type of song. We can like, let's say, maybe make a slow slap house type of track. And then the songwriters kind of try to push vibe that doesn't really fit to the session.
Right.
And it's like, I don't know how I can explain it, because like sometimes it can turn good. Sometimes I feel like it breaks the vibe in the room. Often.
Yeah, like the ideas that the songwriters
Yeah.
have are not right for the song.
Yeah, like basically like it's a cool idea and stuff, but it doesn't fit with what the artist wants to do.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, it can be cool with this type of vocals and blah blah, but I don't think so. It's a vibe for the artist, and like some people are able to understand it quite easy, and like an artist will be like, yeah, not my type of vibe. It's a cool idea, but not for me. But sometimes the artist is like, she or he doesn't know what to say, so they just kind of go with the
Right.
flow.
Yeah.
And then
I
they don't-
never really get to know. It's like, oh, you don't like the vibe. I was in one camp, and we ended up having like a cool idea, but then at around 1, so like through like 30% of the day, we got to know that the artist, she doesn't like the vibe. She likes the song and she likes the idea, but it's not for her. So
Yeah.
I was like, you know what? Fuck it. We just restart and do everything from scratch. And what do you want to do? And then we
Yeah.
end up doing like a ballad or
Yeah.
But like, I guess it can be difficult if you're like a fresh artist and you're working with good songwriters that have some hits under their belt.
Yeah, like
you know what I mean?
Yeah, or like if
I
you're-
understand the perspective.
Yeah, or
Like
if
to
you're like a
say that
young
you don't-
artist
Yeah,
and everyone else is older than you, it's really difficult to be like, actually, I don't like you guys'
Yeah.
ideas when you feel like they're older than you, they know better.
Yeah. But like, if you are a professional songwriter, you probably can totally take like, oh, I don't like this specific idea, because you
Yeah.
know that my idea isn't bad. It's just this 16-year-old isn't vibing with it.
Yeah. And like, of course, like, for example, like a love song is going to sound different from the perspective of a 16-year-old and a 32-year-old.
100%, yeah.
Like, it's going to be different.
It is.
Jasio, next question is, what pisses Jasio off when you're hanging out with us? What about us pisses you off?
The time management.
What do you mean?
Okay, that's the first thing I think of when, let's say, we have an idea to do something. It's also my fault at points, but we are never on time. We are always like,
I was here on time.
Today.
Jasio was a little bit late.
Both of them were late.
But I don't mean it exactly on like this type of scenario, but it's more of like, maybe we should go to the pub, eat and maybe drink a beer. Yeah, sure, we can do it. And we end up just stuck in the studio for an hour extra, and then we end up doing this and that, and it's like, oh fuck, we're supposed to be in the pub like 2 hours ago and just chill and get some dinner or something.
That has never happened.
That has happened so many times.
And also...
And whose fault is that usually? I blame you, Torgeir Ryssevik.
I don't think so. It's a thing. It's our three of us fault. I think it's just we just kind of we just kind of sit and forget that time exists, and we're like, oh, it's already late. We should go sleep. And
You know what? Yeah, I
Huh?
I can't fight that. We do that.
No.
What I was supposed to say is that with them two, or Torgeir and Lele. I'm the type of a person that when I walk somewhere, I can be on my phone and walk, and I can do a bunch of stuff and walk or eat or like.
You cannot look at your phone and walk. You stop walking immediately when you look at your phone.
Yeah.
But the thing with them too is that whatever they do, they can walk, and even if they need to say one thing, they will stop and talk about it for 20 minutes, and then when they are done talking about the most random thing ever, they will just start walking, do 20 meters, and then Lele is like, "Hey, have you heard about this?" And then the story repeats. And the break to the store that's supposed to be 10 minutes ends up being 40.
What pisses you off as a Polish person in Norway?
And the prices for alcohol.
Relatable.
It's so expensive. And the fact, I understand that you cannot buy alcohol in specific hours, etc. But the fact that every time when you go to the pub, it just costs you €10 minimum for a beer.
Per drink.
That's not even that good. And if you get shots, you need to pay €13 for a shot.
Yeah.
It's so insane.
And what would a shot be in Poland, for reference?
Like the typical Polish shot. I mean, we have
Just
those
any shot.
we have those types of bars. We kind of call them like a bus station in a way. How to translate it to one? It's basically in my city.
Yeah.
It looks like a bus station when you go in, and it's only vodka shots.
Yeah.
And you order vodka shots, and they give you a Polish pickle with it. So you take a shot and you eat a pickle, and the problem with it is the pickle just kills the taste of vodka.
Yeah.
So you can take those shots and eat pickles, and you don't even feel it.
Polish pickles are good.
Can we go to Poland?
Poland is pretty sick. I've been.
I've never been to
so
Poland.
fun, yeah.
You've never been?
No.
Poland's great.
Yeah, can we actually go?
They have really good trains.
What pisses you off when you're traveling?
Planes. I hate planes.
Why do you hate planes?
Same. Dude.
Because every time
We know.
I'm supposed to travel, for example, if I'm going to my parents, I often have an option. I can either take a bus that takes me 8 hours to be there, but it's always 8 hours and I'm there, or I can take a plane. And in last 2 times, I decided to take a plane. And for example, last year in Christmas, I was stuck in the airport for 2 days. This one day when I ordered the ticket, there was a hurricanes and stuff, and just super strong wind. And there was a plane in the Gardermoen that ended up slipping off the lane. So the entire startup lane got stuck. Yeah. And they canceled basically half the flights. And I ended up being stuck. And it's Christmas season, everything is fully booked, so you can't just get a few thousand people flight the next day because there's no planes.
Yeah.
So I ended up meeting this one guy from military, and he helped me because my phone was out of battery. But that's a long story. And that's what I hate. And also the second time I was traveling this year with a plane, of course, the one day I chose, the whole crisis with Microsoft happened.
Yeah, the international blue screen day.
And then I was stuck in Gdańsk for 4 or 5 extra hours.
Yeah.
And then luckily that was one of the few airports that used different systems. So it went quite easily. The only problem was that all of the tickets were handwritten. So you had your seats and free seating and your name just written by paper because the printers were gone.
Oh my god!
Shit.
Yeah, you picked him up from Hamar then, didn't you?
Yeah,
That's
was
correct.
That same
Yeah.
day.
Oh yeah, because also, of course, when I landed after I think I was 6 hours delayed, I had a train I was supposed to catch, and I missed that train by 2 minutes.
Oh,
Yeah.
But like, imagine
And the
how
funniest part of it all is that the next, like it's a train that goes once an hour.
yeah.
The next train was delayed by an hour or two
Oh,
because it got stuck in the like one train station because of that Microsoft shit
But
that
that's so
happened.
stupid that the one train didn't wait.
Yeah.
Like when you know that there's a kind of a like crisis
but
going
it's-
on,
yeah.
why don't you wait for like 5 minutes?
Yeah, but it's not connected to planes at all. It's just you have the airport and then you go like down and then you have like the train
I know,
station.
but like still.
Yeah, but
I guess
I don't think so. Trains can wait because it's all like planned kind of together.
Yeah, because they kind of have the responsibility of getting their passengers to
That
their
is also
location.
true.
And
I
if
guess
they're
you're right.
gonna catch another train,
Yeah, and
that train can't wait. And
Yeah, because then everyone would have to start waiting.
yeah.
Like if you let's say
Yeah.
have 2 trains and they're connected together, then you will get like an extra train or a bus in case something happens.
Yeah.
But planes are a little different because planes are not really connected to trains most
Yeah.
of the times.
But like, imagine the fucking chaos though. A fucking whole ass international airport and everything is handwritten for one day.
That's
no,
insane.
no joke. When I landed in Oslo,
Yeah.
I've never seen so many people. Like people were sleeping everywhere.
Yeah.
Like, and the funniest part was like you saw the groups of, oh yeah, and those people are all from Japan, and then oh, those people are traveling to Poland. Oh,
Yeah.
and here are Norwegians, and it was just like groups of just people sleeping in like similar spots. It was funny.
Oh my god.
And like back in the day, you would use handwritten shit for pretty much anything. But a modern airport isn't
It's not
trained
designed
for
for that. Yeah.
The staff isn't trained for it. It's not designed to be able to handle it. And for the amount of traffic in an international airport in 2024 is insane.
Yeah, and especially at like the capital.
Yeah.
Like
that
everyone
was in
flies through
Gdansk
there.
too, wasn't it?
Yeah, but Oslo as well.
Yeah, that's true. Like it happened all over the fucking world.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What I heard is that Gdańsk is one of the few airports that uses a bunch of Linux,
I
so they didn't have the problems with like
Yeah, the thing is,
most of the stuff.
Helsinki operated almost completely normally because they have internal operating system or something that they weren't affected by it.
I heard also Norwegian airports weren't directly affected by it, but of course they were affected by all the air traffic from the rest of Europe being delayed, and
Yeah.
therefore they didn't have their planes to fly.
Yeah.
But yeah, coming back, I hate planes. Every time when I travel, especially when my dad buys me a ticket, there's always something. That's why I told my dad, you will never buy me a ticket anymore, because he bought me like last 3 plane tickets, and every time one time I was stuck on the airport for 2 days, then it was Gdańsk, and then there was one time when it was just a boring day with a bunch of delays.
But you still fit into the plane seats, right? Like your legs aren't.
Depends. If it's Ryanair, then it's pain. If it's anything else, then it's okay.
Is it
Can you
Norwegian
even
or
fit
SAS?
into Ryanair?
I have never flown Ryanair.
Oh yeah. They don't fly into Finland at least.
Yeah, no, I've never. Yeah,
I fly with them quite a lot because they have like pretty cheap flights from Oslo
Yeah.
to
I've
Poland.
flown with Wizz Air, which is similar price range to Ryanair, and that was totally fine. That was just like Norwegian, meaning, of course, it's not totally fine, but it was what you expect from any
Yeah.
other airline, kind of.
Lot
'cause
is super nice, but it's
Torgeir
expensive.
What
famously
was that?
hates
A
planes.
Lot.
Lot?
LOT. That's
Is that an
the
airline?
that's the very nice airline.
I've never
Where
flown
do
with
they
that.
fly?
They fly.
It's a Polish airline.
Oh.
Yeah, they fly a lot. Like they're definitely flying.
They fly a lot.
They but they fly all Europe
Yeah.
and stuff.
Not in Finland. Never.
Maybe
heard.
not. I don't know.
I've
Yeah,
never
but
seen them.
Ryanair also doesn't fly to Finland. So
Lot is nice. It's expensive, but if you get tickets that are like nice price, you basically get like cores in there also sometimes. You get like free
nice.
muffins.
Do the tickets cost a lot?
They are they are like in between like I don't know Ryanair, and then you have LOT, and then you have like the higher up. They're
so not the cheapest, but also not the most expensive.
Yeah, in the
Right.
middle.
Not a lot more than the cheapest.
Yeah,
How many more puns are you gonna make?
Oh, a lot.
a lot. The name comes from Polish. Like LOT means to fly, so it's
yeah.
LOT. Yeah, I explain your story.
Yeah, that explains a lot, actually.
Fuck off.
Yeah, so Jasio, you're working in the Norwegian music industry.
That's correct.
Is there anything in the Norwegian music industry that pisses you off?
The thing that pisses me off the most in Norwegian industry is just the size of it overall. Like it's quite small when you think of it number-wise. If you like take Germany and the amount of people that live in Germany,
Yeah.
and then you take that same number and you look like I know, go to top 50 in Germany and see on the streams, and go to top 50 in Norway and I get the streams. The difference is like probably like 20 times size-wise.
Yeah, but isn't that also the population in Germany is also around 20 times the Norwegian population? You
that of course is correct, but you still get paid more or less the same per stream.
That is true. That is true.
Oh shit, Germany's 84 million.
Yeah, like Germany is huge.
I did not
Poland is 40.
think it was that big.
But then again, so you get more streams if you're the biggest guy in Germany, but then the competition to be the biggest guy in Germany is also higher. You know what I mean?
Yeah, of course. But what I mean more is that in Norway, to live fully from music as an artist or a producer or whatever, you need to do what's popular.
Yeah.
And like if you niche out yourself so much, like you don't get so much of the like population, like you will get this. Like if Norway has 5 million and you do like I don't know, cloud or rap niche or whatever, like from those 5 million people, you won't get like you'll get a very small percent.
Yeah, if you're doing it in Norwegian for
Norwegian,
I was just about to say, like, especially if you like make your content in Norwegian, you are limiting yourself a lot to a very small possible like audience. Because there aren't that many Norwegian speakers or Norwegians in general. Like,
for sure,
you are not a very big people, you know.
Like I feel like in Norway, it's like the whole industry is kind of like there's a song like right now it's happening with like 2000s 50 Cent type stuff. That you had one song that was by UG and I think they were top 1. There's one song that was basically in 2000s 50 Cent type vibe. And since then everyone started to do that, and everyone just tried to copy him. Like, we're just gonna juice and like squeeze all of this sound. And now people are just tired of it because now everyone is doing it. And like that's kind of how Norwegian market works a lot. Is like you have this one popular sound that happens, or like popular type of like
anything really.
Yeah, like of anything, and then everyone is trying to do that thing until there's a new sound that comes up.
Yeah, like there are very few that like do the actual authenticity. Like I'm doing my type of music. And that's what people want to listen to. Or like there might be a lot of people that do that, but those are not the ones that get popular. The ones who get popular are the ones chasing the trends. And
you can also see that in like social media and marketing and like brand building, is that everyone kind of tries to do what's cool and different, but that ends up being the exact same.
So, when everyone is being the same, cool and different, then you're being all the same.
Yeah, and that really like kills the individualism of it all. Like everyone is just kind of like a cookie cutter, identical copy of each other.
Like copying is nice, but I feel like just doing like when everyone does it, then that's when it like starts to get like, oh come on. But what I hate the most about Norwegian industry is that when you actually get an artist and you find it, that's something cool, original as fuck, and it's just like, damn, that's a cool sound in Norwegian. They get like 1,000 views or max 10,000 streams. It's like, damn, it's so slept on. I would plug my homies here, Fredrik and Albert.
Oi.
Yeah. Underrated artist.
What's their artist?
It is Lykkestein and Wick.
Hell yeah.
I can ask Lele to do like a...
Yeah, put on the screen right
now.
Check those out.
Check them out.
Great shit.
If you are listening to this, I will put links to those in the description of the episode.
Also, is there maybe another song that we want to plug while we're still... Listen to Nei, det har jeg ikke titel, just released, right here. Put it on the screen. Boom,
here.
Boom, boom. Det har jeg ikke titel!
Explosion. Boom.
Jasio, we have asked you to bring us something cool that you want to show to us.
Okay, so I would try to find something that pissed me off in a way.
He is reaching into a red leather box and he is pulling out something. What is it? It's the most Polish looking accordion you have ever seen.
Audience with no eyes, but so when I was in Poland now, I ended up figuring out that my mom, she used to play an accordion when she was very small.
Yeah.
Or like,
so your mom can actually play it?
I don't think so. Like she bought it. It's from like 70s or something. And I ended up figuring out, oh, it's somewhere in my family. So I ended up like calling my uncles and blah, blah. And we figured out that it was like in this house. I picked it up and it was fully broken. Like all of the keys were like being stuck and this voice thing was not working. And it was a mess. So then I ended up shipping it back to Norway to fix it. And I ended up realizing that finding parts for this shit is impossible. It's basically like as hard as finding parts for like old cars. It's just like you need to go to like eBay and DM people. And
So is that model discontinued nowadays?
I mean, it's from 74, I think.
Right.
So
Yeah,
it's quite old.
Yeah.
So I ended up being like, I'm not gonna hit some random people on eBay and order parts. I have no idea. So I just bought a lot of super glue and tape and like this.
So basically, you pulled a Poland on the accordion.
And it works. There's only one button or those two are stuck sometimes.
You really polished it off.
Yeah, but this took a lot of curvas from me. I think that was quite a few. But
I am honestly so impressed that you fixed it without having any like previous knowledge of how to fix an accordion.
Can you try and actually play it though?
Sorry for everyone's ears.
He's opening the straps.
Oh my god! Yeah, one of the keys was stuck. There we go.
Oh hell yeah!
I'm just pressing buttons.
Hell yeah!
Can I try one thing? Hell yeah! I don't know how to play an accordion.
We don't know how to play accordion.
But I can play. Hell yeah!
Jasio, so that people can find you on social media, could you give us your social media handles?
If you want to follow up, Flacko_Nasty on Instagram and TikTok. And yeah, I do a lot of hip hop stuff. So if you like hip hop, join up.
Hell yeah. So that's where
Free
people can
advert.
find you. Yes.
That's where you can find me.
Can they book a session with you?
Of course, they can always book a session with me. I can even send you beats.
How should they contact you if they want to get beats from you or book a session?
Just DM me. It's so easy.
Hell yeah.
I think there's even my phone number on my Instagram. So you can you can call me for a talk. There's email and there's my DMs.
Hell yeah.
Fully open. Hit me up and I will send you beats.
Hell yeah. To end up on a lighter note, because we have now gotten to complain a lot, which I like.
Yeah.
I'm a profoundly negative person.
I took out a lot from my heart today, which
I'm
is
very
nice.
glad to hear that.
Yeah.
What didn't piss you guys off this week? What made you happy or made you feel good?
Which one are you asking?
Are you asking
Let's
me?
start with our guest.
Start with the guest.
What made me happy this week? It was that that's a lot. There's a lot I can say and too little time to say everything. I mean, we have the situation with Mrs. Paula. That's cool. And then we have I finally fixed my TV that was laying in my apartment for like 2 months.
And you broke your wall in the process.
Yeah, there's like 8 like half a centimeter wide holes.
Polish engineering.
We fill it up with silicone. I would just like take a paper and just paint over it, and Landlord Special is ready.
Yes.
Nice. And I know. I honestly had a good week.
That's lovely to hear.
I did some schoolwork. I did some stuff with music here and there. Sent some stuff out. So it's been a good week.
Nice. What about you, Torgeir? What didn't piss you off this week?
Yeah, as we mentioned in the probably not the previous, but the one before that episode, I just received a new kitten in my house, and we already have a cat before. And so I was very worried, like introducing a new kitten to a house with a cat. How's the cat gonna react? And is it gonna try and eat the kitten
Or is it just
to
gonna be
maintain
miserable?
dominance? Or how is that whole thing gonna work? And I had to leave for Slovakia on Monday. So that was like
You had gotten the cat on Saturday.
7 days ago. Yeah, I only had the cat for 2 days before I had to leave. So by the time I left, they were not good friends, hissing at each other like crazy. By the time I'm back, they're the best friends in the fucking world. And I've only seen this through like snaps from my girlfriend, Selena. She's the best.
She is the best.
In those 5 days that I was gone, they went from being the worst enemies to the best of friends. So it kind of pissed me off that I didn't get to take part in that and see it. But just them becoming good friends and being so comfortable with each other is lovely.
Yeah.
Makes me happy.
And I got a really cute picture of you and the kitty yesterday.
Yeah, when she was laying like that.
Yeah, on your shoulder.
Yeah.
It was so cute.
And what didn't piss you off?
What didn't piss you off?
What didn't piss me off this week is that I hung out with Selena.
Oh, yeah.
And I had such a great time. We went on a walk and we were hanging out on Friday when you were coming back. And then we picked you up from Hamar. I've had a great time. I went outside
Damn.
Who could have known that
Bruh.
you don't feel great if you stay inside for 5 days straight?
So
Yeah.
what color is the grass?
I wouldn't know. I didn't look at the grass. But also, this is Norway. There is no grass anymore. It's just dirt and garbage. I guess
Yeah.
greenish-ish. Keyword there, ish.
Green, orange, yellow.
Yeah. But I had a great time with Selena. And like, I've, especially recently, I've realized how important it is to have friends and like
Yeah.
people you love around you. Like you two. And
Aw.
like, yes, this is.
I'm sending you
yes.
a hug.
Yes.
And like, yes, like,
If only we weren't close enough.
but like, yeah, what didn't piss me off this week is having such wonderful friends. And like, when you're feeling down and like having people you genuinely care about and genuinely love, like, around you, like, that's great.
That makes me so happy.
Makes me
Yeah.
also happy.
You guys make me so happy.
But yeah, since there is like 2
When
minutes,
did this become wholesome?
I don't know.
we need to change
we
this. We
need-
need to.
Yeah,
How
we
was
need to
it
go
me
back.
who initiated
You
it?
guys suck. Like, how the fuck are
Can
you
you
guys
stop
so bad
vaping
at being...
every 4 seconds?
You, shut up. You, move somewhere else. I don't know.
Get out of my studio.
Yeah, fuck this.
Yeah, I think we've restored balance to the
Yeah.
universe.
Outro fun fact.
Yeah.
Do you know the sound the dogs make in Polish?
No.
Biwoczka, I don't know.
No, it's how how.
We say how in Finnish as well.
Hey,
Yeah.
how how.
How do
Yes,
you make it?
Thank you for
How?
joining
How?
in.
Ho ho ho.
Thank you
Yeah, I guess.
for tuning into our podcast, specifically to you in the green t-shirt with the yellow shorts.
I thought it was the other guy. The
No, that's the guy.
Orange
No,
face
fuck that guy.
and blue suit with
No,
a red tie.
that's Donald Trump,
Oh,
not
yeah,
that
fuck
guy.
that guy.
Follow us on Instagram and TikTok. Send us your questions, dilemmas, and what pissed you off each week.
Hell yeah.
Bye.